So our primary service is obviously emergency shelter and transitional housing. So this is for literally homeless households. They can come in and get shelter from the elements, find a place to be stable, get themselves out of survival mode, and move on into what we are hoping is permanent housing that they're able to maintain. Our foundational service is case management. All of our clients are required to meet with our case manager. They go in, they do action planning, so they figure out what their barriers to housing are, whether that's medical costs or extreme debt or mental health needs, that we then help them find those services that can help address those. So we'll give them referrals to Region 2, get them set up with a PCP, make sure that they've applied for state benefits they may qualify for, whether that's SNAP or Medicaid. We provide mentorship through our case management program. So we're working to guide residents to build their life skills, to increase their education, to become good tenants, and become contributing members of our society. I was reading a research study, and it was talking about stereotypes that we just, as humans, almost automatically place on people, and that our initial interpretation of an individual is based on two distinct categories, which is warmth and their abilities. So we regard people as high warmth or low warmth, and low capabilities or high capabilities, and then we divide people into different demographics. So when we look at an individual who's wealthy or has a position of status, we tend to regard them as high competency with low warmth. When we look at the elderly population, just in general, we tend to regard them as high warmth but low competency. The middle class is generally looked at as having high warmth and high competency. But when we look at low-income populations and when we look at the homeless especially, it actually activates a different part in our brain than those other demographics do, and it results in a stereotype of not only are they low warmth, but they're also low competency. And then this reaction makes us think of them almost as not as human as the rest of us, which results in poor treatment, other stereotypes like it's just an addict, or it's, they're just choosing to do this. And that causes a lot of difficulty for the population that we're trying to serve. Homelessness is a very complex issue, and there's a lot that goes into it. And it's really easy to say, somebody's just an addict. It's really easy to think that they're not trying, that this is a choice that they're making. It's really easy to just imagine this situation is very black and white. And unfortunately, it's not very black and white. It's very complex. A lot of the people we serve, they experienced extreme childhood trauma. They're, victims of domestic violence. They have had other traumas in their lives, whether that's, familial or just through their experiences. Mm-hmm. And those all affect the brain. They affect how we process life and the abilities that we have. And so understanding that we're all human and we all go through things and we all have different skills and different upbringings is really important, because no one is less human than anybody else, and everybody deserves housing. And there's scientific evidence that if we provide housing to people, if we give them that human experience, that human necessity and what we all deserve, that they're more likely to be able to address those traumas, to be able to address, what it is that has put them into homelessness or kept them in homelessness, whether that's addiction, mental health, physical health, or simply dysfunction. And it makes our community stronger as a whole when we are helping those on the lowest rung to step up and improve their lives and improve their quality of life.